This is the way to the river, right? Yeah, so while we fish for some lunch, Andy can do the trading thing he does in the nearby town. Maybe we should have been traders. Could have gotten some good money out of it. Yeah, but instead you decided that we should thieve instead. We're lucky to have Andy in our group now. We don't even need to thieve as often as we used to. Hey, it's not like I wanted to do it. It was really the only thing at the time that I had in my mind to keep us alive here. Though he's a lifesaver, literally. Without him, we'd continue to starve. But once we get to the river, you fish, and I'll skin the fish for lunch. Maybe even gather some firewood while I'm at it. Sounds like a plan, Stan. Please, never say that again. Yeah, sorry. Alright, all I need now is my survival knife to cut the wood and the fish. Wait, where? Dang it, Andy! No, I can't read. Okay, judging how this is in my pocket and the knife isn't, easy assumption here. He took my knife. Hey, Willie, can I use your survival knife? Seems like Andy took mine for whatever reason. Oh, Andy didn't take your knife. He took mine. He gave me yours, said it'd be like a spare until he gave me it back. Here you go, Stan the man. Andy!
Stanley?
Yeah, Andy?
I can't seem to find my glasses. Can you help me find them?
Why do you do this?
For fun.
Man, I miss this. In winter, I can never do this, thanks to the snow.
Phew, I'm finally getting used to this body.
This should be interesting. Huh. I guess it's true what they say. What goes around comes around.
You get what's happening, I'd imagine.
Yeah, I do. It's weird, isn't it? Like a weird physiology where Willie knows how to flirt with other girls, but really doesn't get it when the girls are flirting with him.
Okay, I think since we're alone, I can ask the real questions here.
Huh?
I don't get it with you. You're an orphan, just like Willie. No education. I had to teach you how to read and write. And yet you know of philosophy, intimacy, methods of ideology and idealism, even if proven false. You have a good idea of how the economy works here, even without me having to really explain it. Knowing all the costs of things without ever being told. Heck, even knowing some things are literal myth or mythology. So I must now know at this point, how in the world do you know all of this, while I still have to explain it to Willie, who is in the literal same boat as you are? I know Willie calls me a mystery, but you're literally a mystery and a half to me.
Well,
And don't say it isn't much of anything or just a thought either, since you really didn't explain it in the past comic either, even if it wasn't canon.
Yeah, I know the poorly drawn one. Alright. You see, alright. Don't think me bad, but...
What? Question mark.
I always kind of purposely like to eavesdrop on people.
Wait, what?
Well, ever since I was a baby bunny, as you can imagine, it gets really lonely. So I would purposely find someone talking to another. I'd hide behind a wall or a bush of sorts and just overhear their conversation. I always found it pretty fascinating on what people would talk about. Even if it was a bit lewd, mind you, of their time sharing the details with their best friend of that perfect night they had. But I always go around hearing what people had to say, every topic, and how enthralled they were talking about it.
You do know that's a literal breach of privacy.
Of course I do, but it's how I learned.
And you learned all that with just a year without knowing Willie?
No.
No?
Even when knowing Willie, whenever he took his naps, I'd run back into town again to listen to more people. It was kind of like a radio show for me. I mean, as you can imagine, I didn't quite understand everything at a young age. That some things didn't really click until I got older. That's when I learned more about that whole intimacy stuff, because just so happens, people just love to boast about it to their friends, as if it was some big achievement in their lives. It kind of amazed me on how deep a conversation would go into, and how enthralled people were just to talk about their favorite subject. even if it was clear that the other person they were telling it to had no real true interest in anything they had to say, but did it anyway because they knew they were making their friends happy. Talking about religion, love, the money they got, the hobbies they enjoyed, mythology, even the little things like fishing and board games that people would go on and on about. Even if, again, the person had no true interest, but like a true friend listened to them. I guess that's also how I became a good listener. Willie would go on and on about food and what he loves about it, even before meeting you. And even though I had no interest in it, I still learned to listen and be happy because just seeing the smile on his face was good enough. And I'd at least try to get into it like he did, even though I could never match the love of food like Willie does. But watching and listening to people and how they react is kind of how I learned everything.
And now?
I, still do, purposely.
But there's literally no need when I can teach you anything you want.
Honestly, I don't think it's about that anymore.
What do you mean?
Honestly, I just like seeing people react with their friends. Seeing them happy and laughing about topics. It's almost a comforting feeling knowing even if life can be hard. It's always nice to see friends and others interact with each other so nicely in some of the villages. Heck, even with bad conversation, I always listened in on. Whenever it was them fighting or something, and even me wondering why they can't just sit down and talk their problems through. Since yelling really doesn't solve anything. That if they could be just civil for a few minutes and calm down, that perhaps they could eventually reach a middle ground, or at least agree to disagree. But honestly, it's become such a habit for me at this point that it's like second nature to either hide in a bush or high up on a building ledge and overhear them all talking and interacting and hearing about a person's hobby and what makes them happy or upset. Really, I have no idea what caused me to like doing it, but it's a thing I kind of end up doing.
Ah well, boy needs a hobby. Guess that explains a lot about how you know the things you know.
I know it wasn't the best way, but, it was my way, I guess. Y'all know how well Stanley and I can lift up our ears?
Yes.
And well, yours are pretty darn long.
That's because my mother has long ears too.
Well, I was wondering, can you, even lift your ears up?
Yes.
Well, really? Can I see?
Sure.
Whoa! Ow! Hey! I heard of getting a lift, but that was more of a flop.
Now you know what I keep them down for.
And please, always keep them down. So, Mikila said to come find you. That you can help us.
Well, to a degree.
Wow, thanks. Yeah, this looks great. So, what's your name, guy? I mean, we should at least get to know y'all for helping us.
Name's Reg. I'm a honey badger. I'm also a pretty laid-back guy, so you can trust me, no probs.
So, how old are you? I'm gonna guess 16 or 17.
No, but I'll take it as a compliment. I'm 21, little dude.
Y'all don't look it.
Thanks.
So, y'all work or,
Well, yeah. I help the blacksmith here with heavy lifting.
Well, don't sound too excited.
Well, it's not who I want it to be.
Well, who did you want to be?
An inventor. But seeing how our world is and no opportunities whatsoever, I figured I'd either give myself a pity party and do nothing with my life, mooching off my parents, or perhaps a friend that doesn't even care, and live in a small room that they give me and just exist for the rest of my life, or I'd at least choose the closest thing to inventing and be happy with that. That end, make myself some good food and treats. Healthy? Nah, but life is too short. to overly worry about stuff like that. And it makes me happy, and it's not hurting me or anyone else, you know? I'm okay with what I look like. I ain't aiming to be a model or anything, so I'm pretty happy with who I am and what I look like.
Fat and happy.
Fat and happy.
Oh boy! Well, so much for not hurting anyone.
So sorry about that, little dude.
Ooh, no! No, I'm fine. I could take it.
Resilient, huh? Nice.
I think we'll be good friends, you and I.
No doubt, no doubt.
Woo! We safe now? Y'all think we outran them? Yeah. As long as we stay here, we should be all right.
Why, hello there, boys. Well. 2 small boys out on their own in the dead of night. Got to say, I like your style.
And, who the heck are y'all?
You could ask me more nicely, you know.
Y'all didn't have to scare what isn't daylight right out of us. I guess so. Just try not giving me and my bud a heart attack next time.
Guess you have a point, dear. Guess we can say we're even.
So, miss, who are you? And what are you doing out here so late at night?
Well, aren't you more of a gentleman? Name's Michaela. I'm a fruit bat.
So you're named after that adult drink?
That starts with a T and spelled a lot differently. I guess it rhymes, but that's about it.
I hate to interrupt, but you didn't answer the question before. What brings you out here? There's a curfew after 9.
Don't you know, Bunny? Nocturnals like me. Well, we have special permission to stay out at night. Though that begs the question. What brings 2 little bunnies out here? Last time I checked, bunnies aren't nocturnal. You're crepuscular. Not meant to be out so late. Now are we?
Oh, well, you see, we're thieves for food. We're orphans after all.
I suppose that's reasonable. Gotta be careful. If they find you out after hours, you could easily get in trouble.
Yeah, no kidding. Especially since we're already wanted anyway. Talk about double trouble.
Wanted? Just for food to live?
Crazy, huh? Yeah, but unfortunately, it's so.
Well, you know what? I normally don't do this just for anyone. But if you ever need anything, just let me know. I live in a tree home in the northwest part of town. So if you ever need anything, or just want company, you have my okay.
Wow, really? Yeah, that's extremely nice of you, but you don't even know us, so.
Let's just say you two are different. Innocent, pure, you two give out sweet vibes. So I want to help out.
Well, thank you. It's very appreciated.
No problem, honey bunny. You take it easy, all right? I should take off now. A long night ahead of me. Take it easy out there. Do you have no shame? Chasing after 2 little orphans. Do you have nothing better to do with your lives? Such shameful behavior. To think these are the guards trying to protect us. And this is how you act. This is what you're protecting us from. Pathetic. You boys all right? Glad I made it just in time.
Yeah. Oh, thanks to you. You really saved our bunny tails. You're quite an amazing bat.
Well, don't you know how to flatter a girl? I'm more than just a pretty-faced deer. Though, let's make this quick. You should get out of here while they're down for the count.
You don't have to tell this bunny twice. Right, that would be a smart idea. Oh, thanks again, and I hope to meet up again soon. And next time, not running for our lives.
Same, bunny boy, same. I highly look forward to it. It's nice to make more acquaintances out here. If you need me, just look to the skies. Who knows? I may be passing by.
Anyone ever tell y'all how pretty you look in that outfit?
You do realize I'm 3 years older than you, right?
Hey, age doesn't matter to me. I'm not picky, especially to a cutie like yourself.
Pretty sure age matters a lot. Even though I commend you on your courageousness, I'm not impressed or interested.
Aw, come on now. What's the bunny gotta do to win a gal over?
Be older, have a future plan, and stop flirting would be a nice start.
Yeah. So can you stop hitting on my sister, you perv?
I know you're helping, Casey, but ow, my ears!
Perv? Wait, what does that even mean?
Abnormal or unacceptable behavior regarding sexual intentions.
Meh, I can live with that.
So can 90% of the population. Well, my sister and I especially don't want to live with it. Now, can you back off?
Puh, have it your way, mousy.
Mouse? Come on, Willie. Don't start anything.
Now, it's fine. And you heard me.
Say that to my face.
Mousy. Nice try, but I dealt with bigger and stronger people than y'all.
How did you do that?
Oh, please, people like him are easy to flip over. They're a pushover. I know his type. He's that sensitive twink musician kind of guy. You know, normally scrawny. That, I'm a guess, cries/sings of their own problems, and then calls it music. Ugh. Boo-hoo, poor me. My life's so terrible, so let me sing about what I've been through, even though others can easily go through the same thing, or even worse for that matter. But no, my life is a tragedy, so let me sing until I pass out from yelling like an idiot, as if I'm trying to impress people. Singers like that are the worst. You only sing about yourself, as if you're the only one with problems, and goodness forbid anybody who tries to relate to y'all. You get emotional and angry about it, as if y'all the only one that can't go through problems. As if only y'all can't go through problems. Pain is pain, pal, no matter what the circumstances. It's how you deal with it that matters. If anything, y'all are pathetic. If you step back a bit, just a bit, maybe, just maybe, y'all would realize life isn't as bad as it seems for you. But instead of singing about actual problems, how to make a difference, or any of the sort, no, instead, you cry into a microphone of all your pain, or how you overcome things, and to heck with everyone else who compares your life with theirs, and do have it worse. But do y'all singers care? No. It's all about me, me, me. Screw the rest, and pity me. To me, that's not singing, that's complaining, and crying with a loud beat in the background. And to make it worse, y'all call it expression. I call it whining. You can't cry to your parents no more, so let me cry to the world, I suppose. Only difference, I suppose, is that the world is sadly listening. For all that you can do, it's ridiculous. It's a waste of good talent, if you ask me.
Hey, you do realize there's another meaning for a Willie, right?
Yeah. And there's another meaning for sensitive. And that one has another meaning to it. And if you really want to go down this rabbit hole with me, pun intended, in the end that translates to submissive twink. I'm the big Willie. So, guess which one is on top, pal? Spoiler, it ain't you.
Oh, Willie.
Even though he was super insensitive to a minority of groups, I'm actually impressed.
Auntie? I know. This is out of character for me, but I've never been so fucking happy in my proud. I've never been so fucking happy and proud in my life. Swearing too? To think I'd never laugh so hard again. Thought that died out when I turned about 10. I'm raising that one right. I'm glad you're enjoying yourself and all, but, is there no morality here? I thought that died years ago. Willie just straight up bashed Casey's talent and who he is. What he does is art. Art is a form of expression to show both feelings and perspective of one's vision. What he does is his way of expressing that. And normally, more than half the time or so, art is beautiful. Listen, you can spend all day making trash smell nice, but it's still trash at the end of the day. That's rotting from the inside out. Just because he feels like life is rotting him, he doesn't have to cry in a mic about it and then have the nerve to say it's art. Sure, I agree. Art is an expression. But it's more meaningful when both parties can relate and has more than one meaning. There's more passion when it's used in more ways than complaining about, but then having it smothered by something else to actually mask the problem you're complaining about. But then having its actual message saying how upset you are, issues only you care about and no one else. But it's a hit because you masked it behind something others like. And just because it's art doesn't mean I or Willie have to like it. That's besides the point. You shouldn't trash somebody's passion. Agree to disagree, but not hurt a passion. Hey, if the man doesn't or can't take criticism, that's a personal problem. In his life, for what he does, he'll be criticized, and far worse than what Willie and I can say. And if he can't mentally handle it, he shouldn't be one. You can like it all you want, that's your preference. So, if you want to listen to that, go right ahead. I will! And I know I'll enjoy it, because stuff like this really does come from the heart and soul. That shouldn't be mocked, but accepted. Not always appreciated, but at least accepted for what it is. It can be accepted, but not liked. But you have fun with that. So sorry about all that. They can be pretty rude to a fault. It's fine. It's alright. It's okay. At least you really get it, which I appreciate more than you know. Of course. Who am I to judge one's decision of passion? I'm sure your music is wonderful in its own way. It's unique. It's yours. That's what makes it special, and because it comes from within. If that's not passionate art, then I don't know what is. You truly do understand all meanings of art as a whole, don't you? You truly do have something your friends lack. Kindness, integrity, and actual heart. You don't see much of that anymore. Good to know there's still some good-hearted people out there. You're more than welcome, and I'm more than just that.
I'm also a good hugger, too.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
Are you two gonna kiss or something? Do you need some alone time? 'Cause I can leave.
It was just a tender moment of newly profound friendship.
Come on, Mill, seriously? You know this mouse is a ladies' man. Way to ruin a nice moment.
I swear, you remind me of both Willie and Andy. Learning to troll too, huh?
Just having some fun. Plus, ladies' man that never got much of a lady before either. So, oh yeesh. You two are so sensitive.
Yeah, whatever. Just don't do it again.
Thanks, though. You actually saved me a few hours of complaining and nagging of how awful your friends are. Plus, what you said, I know he said it meant a lot to him more than you know, but it meant beyond that. His music means everything to him, so that was the boost he was looking for. You're a good kid.
What? Kid? I'm only 2 years, younger than you.
Yeah, but I could tell. You have a heart of a child, which is rare, and I admire that. You truly are a good person at heart. Something this world lacks a lot. Well, I hate to nag on further. Just know you have my thanks.
Mentally noted.
Bye.
So, which one do you like the most?
Aw, they're all cute. And what of you? As if I need to ask?
I told you not to go there. It's not funny.
Yes. Yes, it is.
You know, I'm getting mighty darn tired of y'all looking at me as this dumb bunny.
Calm down, Willie. We don't think you're dumb. Just, innocent still. We don't tell you things for a good reason. We don't want to taint your mind or anything like that.
Taint my mind, huh? No offense to any of y'all, but says the most sensitive two in the group. Y'all think this bunny is oblivious, but I've snuck out before just to hear what y'all say behind my back. I pretend to sleep all the time, especially since I know y'all won't say anything to my face. Andy.
I just didn't think you needed to know everything yet.
Oh, of course not. Little old me can't handle it. Say right? Well, listen here, y'all. I know of your backstory. I've overheard y'all talk before, especially back in winter when y'all snuck away from the cave to talk. Then a few minutes after, I snuck out after y'all. Heck, I overheard you two talking back in summer about how y'all became orphaned too. I swear, y'all can be so darn sensitive.
Well, excuse us. If anything, you willingly left the orphanage. You could have stayed there and sucked it up.
No, I couldn't have. Y'all think you two had it tough? But so have I. I didn't tell you the full story either. I just told you I left. But I didn't say why. I guess now is a better time than ever. Just so one, y'all won't look at me like a baby anymore. And two, so y'all can see that I have plenty to complain about. But don't, like y'all seem to do. Y'all could have imagined how I felt when my parents put me there for the first time. Since I was a little bunny. I didn't understand at first, so I just sat near the door thinking, they'll be back. Until I started to get the hint. They weren't coming back. I had no choice but to accept it. So I tried to make myself comfortable. Y'all could have imagined how well that went. It was seriously a free-for-all in there. Y'all wanted it? Either get there first, or fight over it. That especially went for food. You wanted it, y'all had to fight for it before it was brought out to you. And if you were a youngin' like me, well, you'd be lucky to eat at all. You'd be lucky if they even shared. Some days I just didn't eat. And that was for days at a time, mind you. Not even that. Every day the older kids picked on little ones like me. And a lot of the time I tried hunting other things, witnessing a lot of the violence. However, that didn't last long, seeing how I was the new kid in there. Fights came and found me. No mercy either. You had to really prove yourself in there. I was caught up in it at times, even fighting to keep a bed at night. Most nights I slept on the floor. No blanket, no pillow. I was lucky to have my scarf to wrap around myself, just to be somewhat comfortable. Though a few times I did, in a way, fight back by biting them. The most I could do. Beatings like that were on a regular basis. If anything, for me, for a while it was the new norm. Gotta say though, even after biting that guy, he didn't even run after me. He just kneeled there watching me run off. I guess I earned some kind of respect that day. Until I got fed up and left one night. I figured I'd have a much better chance out here than in there. I was in there for 2 months till I finally had enough and left. See what I'm saying? Y'all being dramatic and sensitive over what happened to y'all? And then have the nerve to say I don't understand. If anything, I do understand. Especially on y'all's side, Andy. Y'all left because your parents were violent and you hated them. However, as you said, you hurt some gal in school, fearing in your mind to be like them. You left making you believe that family is bad. That all they do is bicker. But tell me, mister, why do you take some sort of joy out of teasing Stanley to the point of him yelling at you? Y'all said you hated it, and yet you caused it. I swear to the goddess above, you've always been a huge mystery to me, with no full answers. And just 'cause you're older and taller and even stronger, doesn't mean I ain't gonna put my bunny foot down and tell it as it is. Y'all be violent or not. Y'all don't scare nor intimidate me, only 'cause I hustled and ducked it out with strong fellas before. Even as a small bunny, size didn't stop me from fighting back. At the end of the day, we all went through hell in our lives in the beginning, no matter what it may be. Whether it be left behind, left everything behind due to fear, or an unknown tragedy, y'all gotta stop! Yeah, I get it. We're still orphaned. We still have our ups and downs. We still have our struggles to deal with. But at the end of the day, we have each other. So why look back? Heck, I'm 13 and I feel like I'm the most mature. Y'all get sensitive or sidewinded over the little things. But look at the big picture. We're pretty healthy. We're alive. And the past is as it should be. Behind us. If anything, I learned to leave things behind. I choose to leave my parents behind, like they did to me. In this very moment I could find them. I could go searching for them. I know they love me, but couldn't take care of me at the time. I could right now leave and search everywhere for them, but I don't. And you know why? 'Cause I let go. As they did to me, I did the same back. I left to never go back. If anything, y'all could say being out here is still like the orphanage. Sleeping on the ground, not a lot of food, and heck, someone could attack. Someone could try and take advantage, and unlike y'all, Andy, if y'all are afraid of packing a punch, I ain't. I don't allow anyone to mess with me anymore. Better than being a gosh darn coward, that's for sure. I ain't gonna be afraid of being violent. And neither should y'all. Embrace it, don't fear it. Especially in our living circumstances. We need to be tough and strong. And I learned that the hard way. So don't be afraid of strength. Embrace it out here, since I know y'all wouldn't want anything bad to happen to us, wouldn't you?
Absolutely not.
Then stop cowering over your strength. use it to your advantage out here. 'Cause it's all fair game here like it was before. I hate to say it, 'cause I care about the both of y'all. You're the closest thing to family I got. But as a friend, and for someone who has to witness and even hear it from time to time, y'all can be a bunch of yellow bellies. Focus on the future. Leave the past behind. We're here. We're alive. And we have each other. To be honest, I don't know about y'all, but I like where my life is and where I am. I'm with my friends, who I love as my family. I'm not trapped somewhere. I learn new things every day. We go on fun adventures all the time, and I'm happy. And I show it, because I don't let what happened to me slow me down, or stop me from having fun, or pull me down. There's really no point. We can't change the past, no. But we can make our futures brighter and happier. All y'all have to do is let go. Stop dwelling and see forward into your lives, not backward. Even if it's hard at first, it always is, but that's the first step to recovery. And after saying all this, I hope y'all can stop looking at me as a full innocent bunny who's oblivious. As said, I'll pack a punch if need be. I ain't afraid to protect myself and the ones I love. Or maybe y'all can say what y'all want to say in front of me. I don't look at any of y'all differently. No matter what y'all say, we ain't perfect, and I know that. But no matter what happens, you're my friends, my pals, and I'll always care about you. No matter what happened before. Times are different now, so can we move on instead of looking back? And as I said, stop looking at me as if I were still a baby bunny. Heck, I'm only a year younger than you, Stanley. A year! Don't tell me I have to be 14 to have y'all take me seriously. Age doesn't always mean anything. Now, if y'all will excuse me, it's my turn to find the food. And I promise I won't eat all, or most of it this time.
I hate to admit it, but he's right.
I know he is. Kind of makes me feel a bit bad. He's smarter than he looks for such an innocent-looking bunny.
Well, it does come to show. One shouldn't judge a book by its cover.
I'm salting the roads for ice.
But it's like 90 degrees out here, and it's June!
I'm so fired.
You know, I think idealism is actually right. Like the wheelbarrow. It doesn't move because I think it doesn't move. Therefore, it won't move. I think the universe is telling you to stop.
Hey Andy, check this out! We're twins!
That's for all the times you trolled me. It's finally on the other foot.
I made you something.
Wow, you made me something.
Yes. Here.
Wow, thanks.
It took me 30 minutes.
It's, neat and all, but, why did you make all the different kinds of faces?
That's one way to release your feelings.
Kidding me.
There, got it. Now, I've heard some stories about whatever this Pjorn is, and I think I finally get it, y'all. It's obviously your fancy dancy way of shortening popcorn, yeah? Not that I have a problem with it. I mean, with something so tasty, I guess it would get a shortened word for it, right?
This is a huge disaster. Aren't you gonna go up and say something to him?
I would, but this is just horrendously adorable. Even I don't want to tamper with it.
You are right, it's kinda cute.
Hey. Willie! Damn it, what? What? Hey, Willie, do you think I'm, well, weak? Mentally or physically? Both, I guess. Yes. Okay, just checking. I don't see what's so interesting about these things. Bark, 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 that's all they do. What's so fun in that? Can't even teach them to do anything else. Ah, you stupid buck-toes! Why don't you learn to be something useful besides dinner? Oh! So, how did scolding the buck-toes work out for you? Don't want to hear it.
Hey, Casey, which one should I wear today at the beach? This one or this one? Which one looks best? Casey? Bro? What you doing? Whoa! Hold up a minute! Casey!
This one.